Hey YouTube, it's Matt with Olympus Reptiles, and today, after I finish coughing, better, we are going to continue with our pairings for 2020. Obviously, you're going, oh, it's still 2019. It is, but these are pairings we expect to lay eggs in 2020, not eggs in 2019. Although we are not done with 2019, guys. We are not done because I am still, to this day, hopefully by the time you see this no longer, waiting on this girl to lay. Look how blown out she is. Just get rid of those eggs already. Nice, beautiful nest coming anytime. These will be my Christmas babies. Not really, so it's going to take, 58 days. And if you're doing the math, if she were to lay right now, this may actually be the first clutch of 2020. But we'll go by lay date for what year they're in, not by hatch date. And remember, those folks on Patreon will definitely get the first shot at those. And there'll be a lot of lesser cool stuff in there, hopefully. All right, but on to today's pairings. We shared with you a lot of them the other day about what we're going to do, so I'm going to share with you some more. Hopefully we'll see some more locks, and we are off to a good start. So this is a lesser locked up to a lesser pastel. Now this particular lesser, we've used him as a backup male before, but today he's getting premium duty on this. So he'll be the only one to get to go to this girl this year because our other lesser pastel male is going to be a little busy with some other projects. What we're really hoping for here is, of course, lessers, pastels, lesser pastels, and bells. Mainly bells. You can get a bell that's pastel, but short of running a black light and hoping for the best, it's just hard to tell. And honestly, we just sell them as bells anyway, so that's what we'll end up doing. Again, you're going to see a lot of mess, and that is normal during pairing. They are gross, disgusting animals when they're pairing. They basically only have 2 holes, so they have to use those holes for everything. So they tend to clean those holes out before they use them for breeding, hence making a mess everywhere. You'll also see them mark a lot. So you're going to have, urate all over the place. I've seen them actually crap on each other before pairing. I guess they're into that. I don't know. I'm not, but they are. So anyway, that's that pairing there. And that'll bring us up to this one. Now this was a change of direction this year. And what I mean is, oh my God, this will show what I'm talking about. Look at that Duke. But we are maybe paired. I can't tell if he's fully in there or not, and I'm not going to disturb him any more than I have to. But that is so nasty, I'm going to get that out while I got the chance. So what this is a normal 100% het clown and 100% unfortunately het caramel. So if you've been with us for a while, you remember the whole accidental caramel clutches, right? Well, this is one of the females. Now we were going for clowns. Obviously, we cannot use our clown male to breed to this because of the caramel aspect. Like we told you, we wouldn't be doing that. Again, once we found out that he was actually het caramel too. So we kind of had all these extra females. We weren't sure what we wanted to do with them. And we don't have a new clown male ready to go yet, although that will be on our list. And we'll get back to making this a clown factory when we have that. And what we decided to go with on this pairing was the pastel Spotnose. So what we can get is pastels Spotnose and pastel Spotnose, all 50% het clown and all 50% het caramel. So why this pairing? Honestly, this is for me. And it's not for me that I want to keep a bunch of Spotnose or need more pastel or anything like that. But one of the genes I struggle with as far as identification, because I haven't been around it very much, is Spotnose. So one of the things I've talked about a lot is when you're getting into this, if you want to be very, very good at what you do, not perfect, none of us are. Identifying genes is something that's important. And it's easier to do on 1 and 2 gene snakes than it is on 5 and 6 gene snakes. So I don't want to go throwing the Spotnose into a 3 or 4 gene animal, then have to try to pick out all the Spotnose and be right. We've been down that road. You end up saying a lot of, well, it might be this, it might be that. I can guarantee it's these 3, and it may be these 2. And it's not my favorite thing to do. Is it going to happen? Sure, it's going to happen. But by doing this, I can try to separate that out. I can also get better on seeing a multitude of individual Spotnose and try to improve my craft. So this is a Matt needs to get better at something clutch. All right, slide this up. This next clutch looks like she's trying to incubate him. But I can't tell what we got going on in there. If we have a a lock or not, just by the way we're all laying. It does not look like it. Little dude's probably trying. Hopefully he gets it figured out. So what this is this is a normal bred to a Suma. So every baby here, there's going to be no drama for your mama. They'll all be mahogany. So if this clutch takes, they'll be 100% mahoganies. No normals, no Sumas, nothing extra, mahogany. Reason we're doing this is, one, the world needs more mahogany, and two, every year we have a clutch or two, well, it's been one, but as we grow, we might be more, that are selected by our Patreon members. They do it through a voting process, and it gives them a chance to say, hey, these are genes we want to buy, that we want to be able to get our hands on, and everything that comes out of that pairing that's a morph ends up going directly to Patreon for a special or a giveaway. You know, one year they wanted GHI. Last year it ended up being the banana black pastel. This year they selected the Suma. So this was a male out of all of our males we put up there. This was one that got chosen to do that. So this is the Patreon pairing. Hopefully that takes for them. One year the Patreon pairing actually did not take. That kind of sucked. So the next year, which was this last year actually, what we ended up doing was, oh man, you guys are ripe. We ended up counting all of those. When it did take, they ended up getting 2 pairings. So what we have here, whoo! I have got to clean that out. I probably shouldn't. It probably is not going to be beneficial to the breeding process. There you can see what I'm talking about. They like to poop on each other. That's been going on here. But I don't see a lock. What that tells me is one's probably trying really hard and the other one's probably not necessarily receptive yet. Hopefully we get there. But this is a stinky poop. You guys want some smell-o-vision? Look at that. Ew. Anyway, this is a pastel leopard, possible super leopard. We picked it up as an adult. The last clutch it produced, from what I was told, were 100% leopard. So there's a chance in there. Bred to a blitz. So for those of you that love the blitz, this is where we're going this year. We want to start working this into some other cool genes and also working our crap-covered leopard into some things. We'll put these 2 back. Hopefully he can convince her today is the right day. And again, it's still so early in the season. We don't worry if it doesn't happen. Woo! It will eventually happen. All right, let me show you this pairing. This one isn't breeding yet either. This girl is in shed. She should be shedding any time now. You can see she's huge. She almost looks like she's gravid. She's not. She's just been eating large rats like it's her job, which is typical of her. I've had this snake for a long time. This is my first snake I ever produced with. And what she does every year, without fail, is she produces, and then she goes off food. Then she eats mice. She just kills mice, loves them, won't touch a rat. Then she gets on rats, and then she'll take large rats until she's back up ready to rock, which she is now. And this, of course, is our Scaleless head lemon blast male, who is now proven. We're hoping that, I'm sorry, girl, pissing you off. We're hoping that pairing goes there. One of the reasons for this pairing is she is a large clutch layer. So even though she's not going to put a lot of extra genetics into the pairing, he's going to bring 3 to the table with the pastel, the pinstripe, and the Scaleless head. And she's going to bring just a pastel gene. But she also usually brings somewhere between 8 and 10 eggs like clockwork. So it helps to give us maximum value out of one of our genes we're trying to get more into, if that makes any sense. All right, guys, I do believe that is the last pairing for today's video. Kurt, you got anything you want to add?
No.
All right, guys, if Kurt ain't got nothing, then I don't either. We're going to slide over to Patreon. We'll see you next time. Hey, look, I remember to leave the blue clips on. Although we don't end up showing them there anyway. We just kind of talk about the business aspect. All right, guys, we'll see you next week.